Hey guys, Glue25
and RT9234.
with episode 63 of Range Review. Today we have the Power Rangers Jungle Fury, the Lion and Chameleon, so aka the Wind Lion and Wind Chameleon from Juke and Sentai Geki Ranger. We actually got the deluxe version, but it was called the Ultimate Megazord and it was actually a Disney exclusive. So now we have the Lion Zord. Nice little paint scheme, the gold and the black, just like Jared or Leo. Movement is just
just a feed, unfortunately, yeah. And the mouth moves too.
the mouth opens, which is really nice. I like having.
I didn't like that the tail doesn't move at all. Since it's part of the sword, it doesn't really do much. It's just there.
He is a nice display, actually.
Oh, when he's displaying it, he's nice.
He's really cool, especially in the front. You can see he looks nice.
And it's weird that a villain usually gets a different animal, and while the hero usually gets a lion. But in this case, we got a tiger and he got the lion.
So it's vice versa, which is really cool, and you can tell by the back. The outlines are pretty good, you know, it's not that bad. Although I wish they did paint a little here, you know, just because you see this
for the extra detail, yeah.
For the extra details, but overall, it's actually a cool Zord. So now we have one of the smallest Zords I've actually seen. The Chameleon is a Chameleon, and the only gimmick is.
Yeah, its tongue sticks out. That's all it does. Really, it's nothing really.
This, I was hoping that Bandai would make this move at least, but they didn't, and this is the only thing it can't do. It's really small. It has a good handle though. From here, you can holding it. It's actually a good handle, but other than that, this thing is.
There's nothing really doing. You can't move the feet.
I don't like the fact that it only does this. It's like it's sticking something out. The detail's okay. The horn is not bad, but like I said, I was hoping to at least move this thing instead of just putting it like that, because it doesn't do much of that, you know? So now we have the Lion Chameleon Zord with the Jungle Pride, aka the Geki Toja. This actually is one of my favorite formations in Geki Ranger. Although I'm not a big fan of Geki Ranger, this was actually my favorite mode in the whole series just because it looks really cool. The fact that the lion's the head and the armor and just that.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like, of course, is that, again, the Chameleon does absolutely nothing. It's just attached to the hand and then sticks out its tongue.
That's the only downside to it, but I actually like this formation because of how it looks. You know?
I know, it's a rare case where we have a villain actually combined with the hero. That usually doesn't happen.
But the only downsides I have about it is that it can't do much.
Yeah, it's good as a display piece, but as functionality, it doesn't do much.
Like, it's a really good display, functioning-wise. The other auxiliary Zords do have a better, playability than this, because all this is just I add 2 armors and a little tongue guy, and that's it. With the others, we actually have the bat, you can actually fold the wings. The elephant, you can actually shoot something out. The shark had the twin blades, and the wolf, we placed the feet and it actually looked better too. But this, display-wise, yes. You can actually also do the Geki Wolf Toja,
yeah,
which is the movie version when they did the combination with.
But you can also do, like, for example, take one of the feet from the Jungle Master, use it, and then hook up either the bat for the wing and then the head you can put on, and it'll be like
because
Geki Rin Toja bat.
The wolf and the bat, they can still connect, and the fact that the jungle Jungle Master, aka the Gekifire, has a similar connectors.
Yeah, you could swap the Gekifire / Jungle Master feet between either one.
So you can have the penguin and everything. I mean, the gimmicks are pretty, like, not limited. So that's actually something that I liked. Alteration wise,
nothing.
That's actually shocking because the Disney exclusive was actually the same Japanese import. They even kept the logo on the sword.
Yeah, not only that it's the original mold from Japan and they didn't alter any of the paint job, but it's actually a Japanese import, and that's probably why they originally wanted to sell it for $100, because this is actually an import because they have the original Japanese writing.
The Japanese writing's on it, and even says Bandai 2007 Thailand. So
yeah, it's the original Japanese mold. They didn't reissue it for America. They just took stock from toy stock and then brought it over, and that's probably why, like, oh, we can get away with selling it for $100. You might have gotten away with it if you had said this is a direct import, and if you had simply imported the Geki Tojo too, you might have gotten away with it, but not with just one.
But it's worth it if you can still get it. I would say go get it. It is cool, and Geki Ranger this was like near the end of the series that we actually saw this, and this was actually the movie exclusive combination until later on in the series. But yeah, join us next time for the season 4 premiere of Ranger Review with the Power Rangers Samurai Battleizer. Rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon. In the Disney exclusive, it was about $100 when it first came out. That's still an outrageous price because you're paying $40 for the Jungle Pride, then you're like paying $60 for the.
I know, which didn't make any sense because there's 5 Zords and we've had 5 Zords in many seasons. Why is it $100?
And it didn't really make sense because it's just this one and this one. I would say the max would be $30 for them, but Disney released random stuff and it was just kind of weird stuff going on around things. So that's just it. The funny thing is that this is actually the first time in about a few years that we actually kept an import. The last time we actually got Japanese molds was in Mystic Force, and of course you guys know Operation Overdrive was a horrible loss.
Yeah, but this is also the first time we actually sold the Japanese imports internationally throughout the state instead of like how they sold the Ginga O and FAO Schwartz only.
The Ginga FAO Schwartz was actually one of those random Sentai moments. Because due to the fact that back in the days, not many of us kids knew what the heck Sentai was. So seeing a Japanese Ginga O and it says Power Rangers Lost Galaxy on it, it made you wonder like, huh? What the hell?